Motivational Monday. I am great. I feel the energy in the room. I see y'all on the balcony. I see y'all in the front stands. I see y'all in the rear view stands. I see you on the side. Come on, y'all. Live studio audience straight from LA. We are here for Motivational Monday. Welcome to I Am Great Motivational Monday. Today's topic is relationship resume. Check it out. Man, I often see people, man, post stuff or say stuff like, I want a relationship like Jay-Z, Beyonce, David and Victoria Beckham, or maybe even John Legend and Chrissy. Man, so many people want to be that power couple and live that fantasy, that American dream. You got to get to know the person, not the character. A lot of times men want a trophy wife and women want a hero in a uniform. Just walking in all caped up. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You can't change somebody, make somebody else into what you want them to be. You have enough trouble trying to change you. You know what's so crazy about dreams? You gotta wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Check it out. You gotta wake up from a dream. Men are married to success and women are married to love. A man's work as validation to him and a woman being loved and heard as security. But nowadays it seems like it's the other way around. The job of a resume is to establish character. The job of a resume is to see if that specific individual will add value to the position they're applying for. One of the first questions you should ask a person that's interested in you, hey look, how you gonna bring value to me? If a person don't bring value to you, then they're gonna devalue you. Bring your stock straight down. Bring your stock all the way down, matter of fact. Know the difference between potential and reality. Just because a person has great potential doesn't mean it's going to turn into reality. Potential is turned into reality by work ethic and character. Woo! I'm midday. If you want to know the value of a person, look at their work ethic and character. Never get into a relationship with a taker. Always get into a relationship with a giver. No, don't do it. Matumbo finger. Always be a part of a relationship with a giver. A relationship should be two givers giving to each other, continuously making each other whole. Let me repeat myself again. A relationship should be two givers continuously giving to each other to make each other whole. Don't let loneliness make you skip that interview process. Identity theft is real. Some people are put in your life just to steal your identity. Don't let them do it. This is why it's important to do a background check. You didn't do a background check. So you took crazy Sharika in the mom in them house and she started twitching. Now everybody's sending, texting back and forth, crying emojis saying, this man took crazy Sharika in the mom in them house. Ain't nothing worse than being in a relationship with a person that's a headache. You go to sleep taking Advil, wake up taking Tylenol. Know what comes with the culture before you get into the culture. California, for example, wedding rings don't mean nothing to a lot of people out here. You know what I mean? Hollywood is constantly pressuring people to live their views. Know how the government is ran, because those taxes, they gonna affect your relationship. Man, you getting hype, man, you making $20 an hour, man. Boom, you get that check. You see them federal taxes, you see them state taxes, you see that Social Security coming out, you see them other abbreviations that you don't know nothing about, and you looking at that check. Trust me, it is going to affect your relationship. Oh, those laws being passed? Oh yeah, that's going to affect your relationship. Know the cost of living. The cost of living is going to determine how much you're going to work and how you're going to spend your money at the end of the day. Know the different cultures and what they believe in. Everything is an influence whether you believe it or not. If you're in a culture that doesn't support marriage or relationships, you just going to have to build a more solid foundation. That's it. Some people have great resumes. You got to know this. This is why it's important not to skip the interview process. Give people time to reveal who they truly are. Listen, let them show their true colors. You think you got Batman and you messed around and got Heath Ledger the Joker, and you're going to be praying to God, Lord, this is not what I asked for. This is not what I asked for. Me personally, I got a 9-month rule. It takes a woman 9 months to give birth to a baby. And in that 9 months, that baby reveals a new identity that's born. Supernatural always tells about the natural. Think about how many changes a woman goes through while she's pregnant. Look, I'm gonna refer to my notes on this section. Look at this. In 9 months, a woman goes through labor pains, all different type of emotions. If a woman can't carry a baby for 9 months, she has a miscarriage. Now check this out. If a person can't carry you for 9 months and give birth to your purpose, then your identity might have a miscarriage. Meet a person's family and friends. While you're dating, this is going to tell you everything you need to know about a person. Check this out. Trust me when I tell you, you don't have to know the shepherd if you know the sheep. Everybody around this person is going to tell what type of person that you're really dealing with. Do not make the relationship all about you. I repeat, do not make the relationship all about you. After a while, you're going to get tired of that person if you don't know your destiny and purpose. People are a limited resource. God is the only infinite resource. Knowing your purpose creates a focus that makes the relationship fresh and fun. Example, 2 people meet, both people know their identity. If one person's purpose is mentoring and the other person is writing books, now you have a focus on how to help each other. Knowing your purpose creates a destiny for both of you to live out. Most fights happen in relationships due to a lack of focus. Look, when you're not focused, your perspective changes on the person you're dating or you're married to. When you love a person, you help them stay focused. 2020, you gotta be careful not to settle for mediocre company in your alone season. Your alone season is when Jesus is teaching you all about you, your purpose, and your destiny. I know it's hard. You be seeing them walls talk and you be by yourself. You be like, man, I'm tired of this life, man. But look, you can either settle for good or you can live with great. Look at even how businesses train their employees. You go through the interview process, orientation, 6 weeks or more of training. Then you hit the floor. You are mentored and supervised until you can do the job on your own. Then when you hit the floor, you still have managers and supervisors. Great companies continually train their employees and present opportunities for them to grow. How much more in a relationship? Look, if a company can invest all of that time, money, and effort into one person, one employee, so that person can do the best job they can do, how much more should you do in a relationship? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever brought promotion to a person you're in a relationship with? Do you promote the spiritual life, calling, career, education, security, communication, love life, and the family? In a relationship, you give up the I for the we, right? When a person's with you, they should make you better, not worse. True, true, true. In a relationship, play your role. Don't be the role. One of the #1 questions you should ask the person. Look, what is your purpose? What is your destiny? If a person doesn't know what they're called to do, how can they be called to you? To get to your final destination, you're going to at least need a GPS or road map. If I'm going from Atlanta to California, that GPS is going to guide me to get to my final destination. When you know your purpose and your destiny, it will guide you through life to get to your final destination, even in a relationship. You want to know how frustration comes into a relationship? When people lose sight of their destination, they get lost. Man, let the argument begin, man. When you get lost into each other, lost into your money, lost into sex or personal pleasures, lost into your attitude, or lost into your feelings. Remember, feelings don't determine truth. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean it's the truth. I learned a real valuable lesson in this past season. A real valuable lesson in this past season. I'm going to tone it down a little bit. Just be heartfelt a little bit. Death comes to give you life. When you die to self, the word selfish loses its ish. I-S-H. The word self gives birth to less. L-E-S-S. You want to know what happened in the garden? God created Adam and Eve selfless. It was all about God. Then when they took and ate of the fruit, they became selfish, all about them. Look at the benefits of having a selfless heart from God. And then look at the consequences of having a selfish heart from the devil. Selfless heart, all benefits. Selfish heart, all consequences. If a person doesn't know their purpose, how can they help you with your purpose? I often hear people say, man, I don't know what I want out of life. I don't know my purpose. I don't know my destiny. I don't even know my call. I don't know what I'm put on this earth to do. Really? And you want to get into a relationship when a relationship was meant to be full of purpose? and you want to get married, look, I challenge you. I challenge you to just do one thing only. So important. Study the origin of marriage and why it was created and why does it exist before you walk down the aisle and say, I do. Even when you're in a relationship, study this. Let me give you 3 points to help you in a relationship. Point number 1, never compare your relationship with anybody else's. You are not Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh my gosh. No. Point number 2, never expect something from somebody you are not willing to give yourself. You asking for a liter, 6-pack, rich, you broke down looking like you just jumped out of a trash can. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Won't you do it? Bring to the table what you desire to eat. Point number 3, you can't change nobody. You can only help. Keyword, help that person be a better them. Motivational scripture for the day, 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8, ESV version. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices with truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. As for prophecies, they will pass away. For tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will pass away. Man, so when you saying I love you, you are saying this right here. Yo, let's empower each other. Yo, use this video in college organizations, breaks at work, small groups, forums, churches, salons, barbershops, women get-togethers, when dudes hang out, and at marriage retreats. I challenge you to have a discussion with men and women that you hang around with and bring up these topics. Yo, pull from these questions, pull from this video, and yo, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email, leave a message on the video, and let me know how it went. Look, it's time for us to empower each other. Use these Motivational Mondays as tools. That's what they for. Text 10 people this video. Tag 10 people on social media this video. With one click of a button, you can change somebody's life. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/OLDHEAD. That's IMOLDHEAD. Remember, each one teach one. This is how we're going to change and rebuild our communities. Is each one of us take the responsibility of teaching one other person. God bless you, man. Have a nice day, man. Oh, shouts out to Ronnie Law, man, for the fresh cut, man. Y'all see me. I'm in here. Motivational Monday. OLDHEAD, we out. Peace.